The Dudley Rider School, formerly known as Sandon School, was founded in 1824 by Lord Harrowby and opened in 1825. Originally, there were 2 classrooms, one for boys, one for girls, and there were around 100 pupils in attendance, with the headmaster's house in between the girls' and the boys' classrooms. Due to falling pupil numbers and government cutbacks, the school was closed in July 1981. Many paranormal investigators have been to this building and caught some very interesting evidence. But what will we find when we get sent to Scare School? So we've just started the investigation and we've not even done anything, no intros or anything. And Simon has heard a woman's voice. We're just doing a walkabout, basically, doing B-roll, but we thought we'd start the episode here. Lee, Simon, thank you very much for joining us. So what did you hear?
It was like a sort of a woman's, I couldn't really tell if it was a word or not. It's just like a...
That's really quite unusual because that's what I conjured caught when they came here. Are there any spirits here in this old school? I can hear like music. Very faint. Alright, should we carry on? Right, we'll carry on. Okay, so what we've done is we've got 2 cameras on the go. We've got Simon looking at me looking at Simon, but that's the other way around, but it doesn't matter. We've put a REM pod down here. We've got a cat ball just on the floor, and the camera's just spinning around on its own for no reason. And you can't really see anything. But so I can turn the light on. So we've got the staircase there, bedroom, staircase. So we thought we'd just start off in this room because Kim and Chris from iConjure TV came here at the beginning of June, so you can check that on their channel. And got some quite interesting things here, so just thought we'd stay quiet, don't we, mate? You got blur?
Yeah.
So you heard something, didn't you, earlier?
Yeah, like a woman's.
Which is interesting.
That was when we first got upstairs.
I thought I heard people talking there. Okay, spirits. If there are any spirits in this house, in this old school, any children that would like to come forward and try and communicate with us. We've got some toys. We've got over there, we've got a little ball. We've got a little ball on the floor there. And we've got a red light in the corridor. Would you like to come and play with any of those things at all? So this used to be a school. Were there any old students here who would like to come forward? That was me tapping on the floor. So if I'm going to make a noise now, if there's anybody here, do you think you could copy us? Can you copy that noise? That was your belly, wasn't it? I can't hear anything, can you, at the moment?
No, it's like really quiet.
It is really good, but what you got to realise is that we are sort of in the middle of nowhere, and there's a pub about, what, 5-10 minute walk down the road? A couple of old houses, but this little lane we're in now, there's just nothing around apart from farmland.
Well, that helps us, doesn't it?
Well, there was a house, but that's about, what, 5 minute walk? A few minute walk? Whoa, a little secret door. That's where everyone keeps their... No, carry on, mate.
Yeah.
No, you're alright. You get in there and do half an hour alone challenge in that little cupboard.
You're doing that one, I'll go.
Oh, well, let's have a look at the best. Let's have a look which is the best one. I'll go in this one. It's clean.
Fucking shield.
Captain America. the wish.com Captain America. So back into the... Oh, no, that was a staircase. No, yeah, that's a staircase.
That's the one that came on.
Yeah, so there's only 2 rooms. Oh my God, paranormal. That one's not paranormal though. Well, one is.
Definitely not that one.
That one was me, clearly.
But that one went off before we put the camera on.
Okay, spirits. Thank you.
So you that made that bang?
That was me. I put my foot down the floor. Okay, well, the floorboards are not connected. Are there? So I'm standing still. Can you do that again, please? Let me just, right, you keep the camera on me.
It's not even setting the one off that's in front of you.
No, there's one there. Honestly, this thing keeps on. If that was you that was moving the ball over there, do you think you can do it again for us, please? It's fantastic that you did that. Or can you go out here and there's a red light on the floor? Is that you? Is that your belly? Yeah, okay. We've got some toys. Guys, if you're watching on this screen anyway, which you're looking at now, you probably have just seen some light anomalies fly past the screen. This is just dust. Please don't say they're orbs. There might be, but this is just dust. I've just been stamping on the floor. How do you feel in here at the moment? I feel fine. I don't feel any vibes or anything, do you?
Not yet. Still time though.
There is still time. Well, thank you, spirits. We'll be back shortly. If you don't want us to go and you want us to communicate with you even more, can you make a loud noise for us, please? Think you can make a big bang? If I jump, can you jump as well? So I'm going to jump now. Ready? Do you...
Fucking jump too hard on them floorboards.
Oh no, I didn't realise that until after. Do you think you can jump though for us? Can you make a big jumping noise so we can hear where you are? Okay, it's quite quiet. Apart from that woman's voice that you heard, we haven't. I mean, I didn't hear that.
That was in the floor downstairs, wasn't it? The next one down.
The next one down. Should we go down to the middle floor then? We'll take the cat balls and the REM pod with us. Spirits, we don't mean any disrespect. We're just here to try and talk to you. Oh, mate, we didn't even go in here. There's a bathroom in here.
I poked my head in there and it didn't smell great.
It smells of dust.
Check out the toilet seat.
That's impressive. Oh look, someone's made a cross. So if Jesus comes to us and he's got an electric current, for one reason or another,
You can switch him on and off.
we can just switch Jesus technically on and off at this Jesus PowerPoint. If you want to be Jesus, come and connect yourself to this.
Pick up your power crucifixion now.
Power crucifix. We've just turned the camera back on. We've just come downstairs to have a break, and the K2 was going on. If that was you that was touching that green light, do you think you can do it again for us, please? Just hover it about just so we know we're not picking up any electric current anywhere.
There's definitely no electric in here.
But it was going crazy, wasn't it? Bastard, we didn't fucking get it on camera either.
Right there. But he wasn't anywhere near me when
No, I wasn't, no. And that switched off. Because we were going to come down for a break. Spirits, if you were here, Simon's holding a black box in his hand, you can see with a green light. Now somebody's already just passed through it or tried to touch it. Do you think you can do it again for us, please? It just lets us know that you're here. Maybe you don't want us here, maybe you do. If you can touch that green light or bang as loud as you can. Do you think you can do that for us, please? Whether you want us here or not, just let us know that you're here. That was me, that bang. Bastard, and we weren't filming as well. Freaking typical, isn't it?
It's always the way.
I know.
We should just keep a camera rolling non-stop.
I know. I keep saying that to myself and...
But then you need to conserve battery and...
Well, I didn't think we'd get anything just walking from downstairs to upstairs to downstairs. Flipping heck. Oh well, memo to self, keep the camera running. Right, let's turn the camera off and we'll have a couple of minutes break. Hi, so what we're going to do is we're going to just leave the camera running in the kitchen. Now we're on the ground floor. We're just going to walk out of the building for sort of 10-15 minutes, and we've got a cat ball, K2, and we're just going to go out. Come back here. So, just using my phone, and we're going back in now. Whoa! Nearly walked into you, mate. You need to fuck off. Yeah. It's a wise choice, mate. No. Right, we're coming through. You big good boy. Hello, spirits. Right, I'm going to turn this off now and go back to the main camera. Hello, main camera. Right, so spirits, we're here. Just come to talk to you. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do is, should we get Ghost Tube up, pal?
Mm-hmm.
Are there any spirits here that would like to come forward and try to communicate with us?
Maybe you as a teacher here?
Okay, students. I am your new teacher, I'm your new master. You may call me Master Bates. Or just Lee.
Male.
Male. Yes, we are male. Is that a problem? Are you male? If you're here, we're your teachers, so please come downstairs, please. We'd like to see you here in the kitchen. Pupils, students, can you please join us in the kitchen, please? We're your new teachers. We'd like to introduce ourselves if we can.
Lost.
Lost. I mean, I'm assuming that the place has been remodelled since 18 something, wherever it was. So maybe this wasn't the kitchen, but this fireplace certainly gives it that kitchen vibe. If you're lost, can you... Did you hear that? It's like a...
Rumble.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a plane or maybe the farm over there too.
Hold.
Hold. Did you hear that?
It sounds like
That sounded like a proper... That was you running or walking. Can you do it again, please? Let's hear you properly. I can't hear anything over the birds. Right guys, so we're going to just head upstairs. So we're on the second floor. We're just using the one camera now. Which is the room. I think that was on the top floor, but we'll start in here first. Okay, spirits. I'm sure you can see us. I'd like to try and play a game. Hide and seek. What we'll do is Simon will count from 5 to 1, and on 1 make a knocking noise and we'll come and find you. Okay?
You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I didn't hear anything, did you?
No.
Okay. I did then. I didn't hear anything, did you?
No.
Okay. I did then. I didn't hear anything, did you?
No.
Okay. I did then. Is that your belly?
No, that was my belly.
That was a rumble, wasn't it?
Sounded like 2 thuds.
Thank you. We think we may have heard you. Do you think you can make it louder for us if you can? Literally no words at all coming through on the ghost tube either. Which is unusual. Thank you. To me it sounded like a brrr. But you said you thought you heard 2 thuds.
Yeah, it sounded like 2 deep thuds.
In the building.
Couldn't really tell.
Okay. Okay, so we've just come up to the top floor, and what we'll do is we've got the we're going to try the ghost tube Vox. So I'm going to just put that on the floor. As you can see. K2 and REM pod and a couple of cat balls knocking about. Simon standing there. Okay, spirits, there's a piece of equipment, there's plenty of pieces of equipment on this top floor. I'm sure you can see them. Now we'd like to try and communicate with any ghosts, spirits, demons, jinns, anybody in the spirit world, we invite you to come forward and come and communicate with myself or Simon. Tell us what your name is, please. There's you moving.
It's a seer.
It's a seer.
It sounded like it. It's a sayer. I mean, sight Ibithas are not great. Can you tell us what this place used to be? Was it a hospital? Was it a school? You do know that you've been heard here, don't you? People have heard your footsteps. People have heard your voice. Do you know that you're dead? Do you think you're still alive? That was probably a shitty question to ask, if I'm honest with you. But... Infant. That was definitely infant, wasn't it?
Or infinite.
Or infinite. Ooh.
It's their big.
Have you followed us from Cannock Chase Hospital? Are you trying to play us some music? Can you do that again? I really like the music.
Did this used to be a music room?
No.
What room was this?
Okay.
Did it used to be a boarding school or?
I mean, I've put the history at the beginning of this video anyway, but as far as I know, it was a school and remained a school until 1982 or 1. I can't remember. But it's always been a school. So it's been abandoned for about 40 years. That I'm aware of. I don't know about anything else after, but I don't know. That sounded like it said a church. But they did do Sunday school here.
They would have done, yeah.
But they did. That's fact. Okay. So did you praise the Lord here? Oh, there's electric. Was you going to say that?
Tommy mentioned it. Just brings me back to that cross.
We don't mean any disrespect, spirits. We're just trying and prove that there is life after death. I'd like to hear your story. What happened here? I don't know, I talked over it. It sounded like it went blah, blah, blah.
Maybe they didn't like school.
Maybe, oh, who did? Thank you. So you've just worked out how to use that? That's me walking.
We'll try this one.
That's it.
I don't know.
I'll try this one.
I tried, it could have been.
To listen to.
My instinct was it said talisman. I don't know. Thank you, you know you've worked out how to move that ball. Now, interestingly, that's the first time that's flashed, hasn't it, since we've been in this room?
I think it did earlier.
What, while we've been in here?
Yeah, while I was upstairs earlier. And it was the one that was over in.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was. Obviously, I have to check.
Shh.
What do you hear?
I thought I heard footsteps above us. But there's nothing above us, we're on the top floor. Fuck off. Made me jump.